Essentially what you can do is you can define a global variable with whatever name you want. And here I've made like a cool mode that only the cool people get to run. Yeah, so essentially what you can do, so I was talking about define. Essentially what you can do is you can define a global variable with whatever name you want. And here I've made like a cool mode that only the cool people get to run. If you have some customers that you like more than others, or some deployments that you like more than others, you can define some sort of variable here. We have to tell TypeScript that this variable exists, and it's okay to depend on it. But once you use this, you can sort of gate whatever code you want on that, and then in the runtime you can build and say like, with --define, I can say that cool mode is true. I want to build for our cool customers. And then when you look at the compiled output, which I know is kind of a mess, but I'll guide through here. You'll notice down here we got the console.log is cool. That is enabled because the cool mode was enabled, so this does get included. You'll notice that the if is removed because there was an if. We did have if cool mode, but from the bundler's perspective, cool mode is true and it knows that, so it just inlines this because the statement will always be there. So it's able to get rid of that extra condition. But more interestingly, if I put cool mode false and rebuild, it's able to use that to remove this dead code. If I look at the new version of this file, scroll down to the bottom, the very end, you'll notice this is now gone. We're not printing cool mode. It's not in there. Not printing that it is cool, but we don't even have the code for it. So we've eliminated that. And any code within that is removed. If you import something that was only used within that if, that also gets removed. So you sort of get this like cascading tree shaking effect. We're able to remove all this code that you weren't using. So we're able to do that if like maybe you wanted a like is production check, or whether or not like what environment you're in. Maybe if you just wanted to conditionalize things for specific customers, things like that. So it's a really powerful feature, and I think making it available through this command line makes it a lot easier for different builds if you wanted to configure this in your CI pipelines kind of thing. You can also configure this in Angular.json as well, and like different configurations if that's easier for certain use cases.